Hello, today many friends ask me how can they implement the Formula 2014 with YKT transform drills. Well, actually YKT transform drill is implement the Formula 2014 already. It's just that I didn't tell you. It is built in, embedded inside there. Okay. So let us go through the Formula 2014, recap it and see what it is, and then how we can see in the YKT transform. Okay. Now, first, the Formula 2014 say one must develop first the loose and expand body with a quiet mind. Okay, that's the fundamental of it, so that the whole body is not stuck, okay, but in the state of readiness. Okay. Now, the second step is saying that one must develop a lower abs breathing. Okay, and let me explain to you why they need this lower abs breathing. First, of course, it is because the low abs breathing can increase the volume of breathing at least 3-4x of a normal breathing. So you gain energy there. Okay. The second thing is because the low abs breathing actually help massaging your internal organ. So in Chinese internal arts, it is using this lower abs breathing to strengthen the internal organs by massaging it while have this long lower abs breathing. Okay, so that's what happened. Like the 6 healing sound, all using this lower abs breathing. Okay, to massage the internal organs. The third thing is when we practice like the Xiu Tao, like for example the Tan Sao in the Xiu Tao or the Fuk Sao, we all heard that people say, oh yeah, we need to be have a slow practice it really slow. Okay. The reality is this: if say one have a breathing lower abs breathing of say 4 repetitions per minute. Okay, that is the usual reference for when one can enter into the silent states, or the what they call the Qigong states. 4 repetitions per minute. Okay, that is how it is in general. Okay, now for a normal person who have a breathing of say 14 repetitions per minute, he will have a tough time to practice that Fuk Sao or Tan Sao as slow as the 4 repetitions per minute guy. And if this 14 minutes guy tries to stop breathing, prolonged breathing, he will end up screw up the whole thing, because now it creates imbalance the body and so forth. Okay. So now you know why you need to have that lower abs breathing. Okay, there's a part of the internal training and there's a part of energy training. And also, when you want to have the chi surface, the breathing got to go low and long, those kind of stuff. Okay, so there's a whole bunch of stuff there which is related. Okay, so this is the fundamental or foundation you need to develop. The third process step objective of the Formula 2014 is that one must have a joint handling of the whole body, integrated joint handling, the bottom and the up, meaning the leg and the hand and so forth, everything linked together, one move, the other move, and everything moving dynamically without stuck. Okay, so there's the third one, must develop there. Stack up. And of course, if the breathing is not good enough, deep enough, when you do this joint handling practice and so forth, and then it will be the handling is also not be that smooth, okay? Because of the breathing. Because if the breathing is short, then you have to be in a hurry to finish that joint handling movement. Okay? So in the beginning, of course, we won't do this big motion, but with the breathing get deeper and deeper, then we can really open up, okay, and all the joints so forth. So you need one to move to the next one, to progress to the next one. Okay. Now after the whole these joints have a good handling, we move to the fourth step of the formula, which is the coupling down to the ground. If the body is not coupling down to the ground, then the body is like how to say that, like sit on the top of a chair, okay, and you don't have really connecting to the ground, okay, and the force and everything will never be able to go up and down. The action force going down to the ground, reaction force coming up, you will not be able to handle it. So it's like the what we call the gravitational force, those things, because it's related to your body weight and so forth. You will not be able to handle it. Okay, so you need to develop that coupling, and to develop the coupling, you need to develop the seven bowl, which is the touching of the contact to the ground, and the seven bowl, and then the ankle, and then the knee, which is the one which is have to manipulate, control this seven bowl. Okay, and after that, one need to build up what I call the force flow path in the body, so the force flow be able to flow. Okay, now for this thing, usually people saying this, oh yeah, you need to sing your what do you call it? Sing your elbow, sing your shoulder, and do a whole bunch of stuff. Okay, what actually those people are doing? Actually, those are building a path for the force flow. But because they are not explained, most of them is not explained, they will say, oh yeah, sing your shoulder. Well, if you're keeping singing the shoulder like this, keeping singing the shoulder like this, and you end up cut off the path, what do you call it, the force flow path, that is causing jamming instead of having a force flow path. Okay, so we look at things in at least in this formula 2014, we look at what is really needed instead of explicit, oh yeah, sinking your elbow. Well, if I'm sinking my elbow, but I cut off my force flow path instead of building it up, but jam it, then I'm in trouble. That sinking is wrong, because the need is to let the force flow through, make the path for it to flow through smoothly without jamming that, instead of just sinking the elbow for what? Okay. So in this technology, we look at what is necessary instead of what in explicit on the surface need to be done. It's like, does it make sense? Okay, what does it do? If it doesn't do anything, then why do you do that? Okay. So this force flow path is about that. Okay. So that is how it is. Okay. Now, moving on to number 6, the final one. Because there's a force flow path is smooth already. Now we want to get the force flow flowing in the path. Okay, up and down. Okay, and as we know, we can either use the action force or reaction force using the straight direct type or the spiral double helix type. It's only that. Okay, so the force, if there's a path already, and the force flow can be direct type or spiral type. Okay, and then you have say action force, you have a reaction force, you have a action force, you have a reaction force. That's all what you do. There's not that complicated at all. But you need to go through these 6. Otherwise, if it doesn't have the foundations and you try to do this and that and then you jumping gun, and then sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. But if you go through these 6, it guarantee works because it handles all the physical requirement there. Okay, now talk about YKT, Yikam transform. The first drill, the standing still, stationary, is actually already implement the first steps in the formula 2014, right? Expand in the silence. It's there. Okay. Now, we also implement the third, the second one, which is the lower abs breathing. Okay, so that's first drill. The second drill, the swing, okay, is actually implement the third one, the handling of the joint in a direct, straight way, up and down, straight up and down. This is actually handling the what do you call it, the straight force type already, right? And dynamically, it handle what? It handle the lower abs breathing. Okay, now the third drill, the twisted step. What it developed the spiral type of joint handling and also the lower abs breathing dynamically. Okay? Okay. With this drill 2 and drill 3, the swing, hand swing and the twisted step, it actually also developed the ground coupling and the lower lower 3 joints or lower 3 bones, which is the feet, the ankle and the knee. Because when you do this, like it or not, it has to have coupling, otherwise you're going to fail, okay? And for you to do this, we have to step properly, otherwise it cannot be done, okay? So that already to step 4, okay? It already covered, you see? Like loose and expand, deep breathing,